Let me give you an idea of what it was like working under Gasparro. A unique man, very unique. So John Sinnock did not like Frank at all. For some reason, just because of the way he got the job. Maybe he didn't like Frank the way Iacocca didn't like me. But he said to Frank, "You're not sitting with the engravers. You're going to go sit in that room over there." And he said to Frank, "That's where you're going to sit." And Frank said, "I sat in that room for a long time. I don't know how long it was." We said, "But I was by myself." That's what I did. Until Roberts came along. Roberts came from the Bureau of Printing and Engraving in Washington, D.C. He was an incredible artist, incredible designer, and an incredible sculptor. And he brought Frank out of that room, and he forced Frank to refine his technique to where he was modeling like he was blending planes, and he wasn't modeling like a stone cutter anymore. He was just one of his famous works that really reflect that is MacArthur. He did a MacArthur medal, and it's a beautiful medal. But when Roberts left, Frank went back to his old technique of modeling, very sculptural, but also very chiseled. He had that chiseled look again. And he'd be sitting in his office, and I always wanted to see him work. I wanted to see him sculpt. I wanted to see how he did it. And I wanted to learn. I wanted to drain his head of everything he knew. I wanted to do that. I'd walk into the room, and he'd hide his work. He'd say, "What do you want?" I said, "I want to see what you're doing." "You can't see it. Go back to the room. Go. Shoot me off." I said, "How am I going to learn from this guy if I can't see?" You know. So then, if I ran into a critical situation with an element, like a foot or a hand or something, I'd bring the sculpt into Frank, and I'd say, "Frank," I said, "I'm having a problem with this." I said, "You got to help me." "I can't help you." He said, "Go ask one of them. Go ask one of the engravers in there." Okay. So take the work. I go into the engraving room. I'd ask Fowler. I'd ask Stever. I'd ask Joe Winters. I'd ask Pelosi. I'd ask somebody. You know, Iacocca, "Please guys, help me with this." And they show me how to do it. I complete the job, bring it back into Frank. And I said, "Frank, here, I finished it." He said, "Who told you to do that?" I said, "Well, you told me to go in there and ask them because you weren't going to help me." He says, "They don't know what the hell they're talking about. What are you doing? You come to me." It was one of these catch-22 situations, you know. But that's the way he was. That's the way he was.